ANOVTS Level College folks, hope you're doing well today. Just giving you a daily update about where we are and what's going on campus. Give you some information that you're going to want to have as a student or a faculty member and all of those types of things. Just very quickly, yesterday we mentioned that we were going to be opening the campus from 7 in the morning until 7 at night. So that you can come in and check on your house, your belongings, and things of that nature. Two things on that note very quickly. First of all, if you're planning on making a trip here, here's what you have to do. You need to do this. Number one, you need to make absolutely sure you check to make sure your entryways are actually open. We are beginning to get word that the city is beginning to close all of the access points to the city, such that if you're trying to come in, you may not actually be able to get in. We're getting word that a lot of those routes in are closing or have already closed. So make sure you've checked to see what the pathway is that you can get into the city if you're trying to do that. And just know that aside from us, the city may decline you getting in at this moment. So just know that if you're trying to get here or do something like that. Assuming you can get in, we are having to make some adjustments to the time that you have access to the campus. We said 7 to 7. We actually need to adjust that to be 9 in the morning until 5 at night. We need to make sure we can close the perimeter of the campus in time. So there are some variations on that front. Another thing I would say, if you're attempting to come into the city, you need to try to get fuel well before you get to New Orleans. Do not, I repeat, do not wait until you're getting into the city limits of New Orleans to try to get gasoline. That is not a good plan, and very likely there won't be any anyway. So all of that to say, we're still going to do everything we can in our power to open the campus to you so that you can get in and check in your belongings and get new stuff and all of that. Probably, honestly, the best bet for you is just to hang loose for a while, though, because access into the city is closing or is already closed, and we just need you to know that. Second thing, very quickly, you need to apply for FEMA aid. That is available for you. You have to apply for that individually. If you're interested in that, we've sent out links to you, resources for you to check that out, where you can get that information. But you have been notified of that via email or in other communication venues so that you can apply for that aid. Thirdly, classes will resume online on Monday. So you may need time between now and Monday to get yourself ready, but I want everyone to know we will resume classes online on Monday. You'll hear from your faculty about how your particular class is going to move forward. If it's a synchronous class, it'll be synchronous just online. If it's asynchronous, like a regular online class, that just resumes business as usual for you. But look for a word from your faculty so that you can know how to proceed from there. Now listen, let me say this to you. I know you might be wondering, well, what about this or what about that? We are going to be as flexible with you as possible. If you have particular needs, if you're in a situation where you have a hardship of some kind due to this storm and you can't really do that, then ultimately you need to communicate that to your faculty members and they will help you out with that. Let me say a final word. We've gotten a lot of asks from you students and faculty and other folks like that of, well, can I come back and help? I'll bring my own generator and things like that. Listen, there are lots of variables going on right now that make it such that we can't have you come back and live in the houses right now. As I said yesterday to you in the video, what we all need to be thinking of for the next couple weeks is displacement. We are going to be displaced for a week to 3 or something like that. I don't know how long this is going to go, but we need to just kind of be in that gear and be planning that way. There's a lot of variables. Security's an issue. We have some, due to the power grid being down, there's some water and septic issues. There's resourcing issues that we just have limited access to here on this campus. So the bottom line is, unless you're part of a disaster relief team, which you'll need to work through them to come in, no, we're not opening the campus for anybody at this time. Not to mention the fact that the city is closing down and the access points are becoming far fewer. So all that to say, folks, listen, let me just say this. I could summarize all of this with just a quick little word. The mode we all need to be in right now is flexibility. We're in good shape physically. Our buildings did well, as I've said to you. When power's back on, we're all going to be able to resume and go on, and it's going to be great. This is not a campus rebuild like Katrina or anything like that. However, the next couple weeks in front of us are going to be inconvenient. That's just the nature of it. And it's going to be inconvenient for me. It's going to be inconvenient for you. It's going to be inconvenient for all of us. We need to be flexible and adjust, and so far you're doing that. I appreciate your heart and wanting to get here, and believe me, if there a way we could get you here to help out with some of these projects, we would absolutely open the doors, but our hands are tied in many ways and our resources are limited, so this is what we need to do. So I hope you're doing well. Let us know how we can help you. Remember, if you're a student, you need help in some way, dos@nobts.edu. Faculty administration, your directors or your deans, let us know how we can help you. We're grateful for you. Lord's getting us through this. He will get us through it. We all need to be flexible over these next couple weeks. We'll see you soon.